Season 2 of Fate Strange Fake has officially been confirmed. With this announcement, as well as an announcement made earlier that we're going to get Witch on a Holy Night coming out this year in Japan at the end of the year, I think it's a good time to get into the Fate series if you haven't gotten it already. Personally, as someone who has been a fan of the Fate series for a long time, I would say that a general good starting point is Fate Zero. One, being that it's part of the main timeline. Two, it's technically the first in the timeline. And three, the whole premise of the Fate series is a bunch of wizards or mages in this point coming together for a battle royale between them and their servants, who are for the most part based on historical figures. Some would argue that you shouldn't start off with Fate Zero because it spoils the plotline for Fate Stay Night. My counter argument is that if you start off with Fate Stay Night, although it is a good starting point, it is not the best, and it's going to spoil the plotline for Fate Zero. So no matter which one you start off with first, you're going to get spoiled. And if you're going to get spoiled one way or another, you might as well start off chronologically. Here is the watch order I would recommend to a first-time watcher of the Fate series. First, you're going to start off with Fate Zero. That is your baseline. Afterwards, you're going to move on to Lord Elmaloy's case files. Afterwards, you're going to get into the three main storylines of Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, and then the Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel trilogy movies. Once you're done with the Stay Night routes, you're then going to move on to Fate Strange Fake. Once you're done with this list, congrats, you are now a Fate fan. I be a beginner, but welcome to the fan base. If you still have an itch for the Fate series, that is when you get into the spin-offs. That's going to be a completely different list than the one I gave you guys, which I am more than happy to make. So tell me in the comments, how did you get into the Fate series, and what would you recommend as a starting point? I like to compare notes.